somewhere near 5:10 in the morning. It's time to go to the gym. That's right. Whew. Nice and cold this morning. It's definitely not shorts weather, but I am wearing shorts. Ay, ay, ay. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it to yourself. They'll definitely motivate you to move, motivate you to shake. A little bit of a shiver going on. That's all right. I definitely got the heater on full blast, trying to warm up the car. So that's how that goes. You know, sometimes you just gotta figure out how to motivate yourself to move. One of those ways is by being cold. One of those ways is by being hungry. What motivates you to go get a snack? It's hunger. I think for a lot of people it's actually addiction to food. How hard is that? How hard is that to stay away from food addiction? That's what I want to know. How difficult is that really? It's probably different for most people. My experience with it is, I go through periods of really wanting to eat food, really not wanting to eat food, that sort of thing, kind of on and off. There's always pulls in the opposite direction, though, whether I'm at the eat food side or the not eat food side. And usually when I go through bulking and cutting phases, I go through a couple of those, like, dang, I want to eat food. I'm fine with not eating food phases. So, dang, it's cold out here, bro. Oh, jeez. My car clock is not adjusted to the time change. And it hasn't been adjusted for a while, so it says like 6:17. It's like 5:17 or 5:15 or something. It's a little bit fast. It's like an hour and a little bit fast. So, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It makes you look like, oh my gosh, it's 6:17, I gotta get there, and then you get there and it's only like 5:10 or whatever. And you're like, oh dang, I got a lot of time. Still not a ton of time. Still would rather have more, of course. I mean, I started waking up at 4:30 because I wanted more time to be at the gym before I hit the work day. So just how it is. Plan for today, real quick, is I got shoulders, accessory stuff. I've been dealing with a lower back, like sciatic thing, issue kind of thing. So I do a little bit of hip movements, some abs stuff. I do abs every day, and that's been helping a lot with that sciatic nerve or sciatic itching, whatever's happening. So hopefully that goes well. I'll tell you about it after. took a look at the video while I was doing cardio in there. I should show the cardio sometime on the screen, just like a picture at the end or whatever. Like 30 minutes on the treadmill here. I always like to do 30 minutes because 30 minutes a day every day that I go to the gym, because because it feels good to reach 30 instead of being like, oh, I'll stop at 25. Oh, I'll stop at 15. I feel like 30 is like a good, respectable number. So that's kind of why I do 30 every day. Keeps me humble, you know. Keeps me humble. Shows me that I'm not the best at everything. 30 minutes sometimes is mentally hard. It's never physically hard, really, for me specifically. It's not that bad. But yeah, on the first video in the morning when I was driving to the gym, I forgot to mention that I was doing arms as well. You know, I said shoulders and like glutes and hips and stuff around the sciatic or whatever, but I started with arms. I just totally blanked that before I went into the gym. So started with triceps and did biceps and all that good stuff. I did a little bit of what do they call it? The kind of sets where you just go back and forth, supersets. A little bit of that between the biceps and shoulders. But anyway, that's just kind of to save time and to kind of warm everything up as a unit. So anyway, that was fun. A thought that I had in the gym was, there's like a ton of different people here. There's always a ton of different kinds of people in the gym. Old people, young people, people that are, you know, super skinny, very low fat percentage, people that are very high fat percentage, right? But we're all kind of united in one goal, and that is to get healthier / build muscle, right? So I think that's a pretty cool thing about the gym. Is you can talk to other people there, and sometimes I do, you know, when I see a buddy or whatever. But you don't even have to. You don't have to talk to anybody there, but you still are there for pretty much the same reason, you know. Maybe the reasons behind the reason is different. But yeah, gym's a cool place. If you don't go, I would advise you to go. Try it a couple times a week, once a week, for like a month or two. And if you really, really hate it, then maybe it's just not for you. Anyway, now I'm on the way home. The time is it says 8:09, but I know it's like 7:05 or something like that. So heading out. Got to get to work at around 7:30. So that's what I aim for. The real work, like the time you're supposed to be there, is at 8, but I'm taking that old school, you know, if you aim to be 30 minutes early, then you're never late, right? So, and I'm not just pissing around for that 30 minutes. I'm doing stuff. I'm getting things ready. Things that I do involve shipping and putting things online to sell. So I'm either gonna start helping getting those orders to ship, or start putting stuff up online. There's been a couple times in the morning where I'm getting to the highway to get to the gym, or no, to get home from the gym. I'm getting on the highway to go home from the gym, and there's this lady that's like doing 50 on the highway that everybody does 80 on. You know what I mean? And I don't know. You just gotta, in your head, you just gotta be like, this person is scared for their life or something. this is their first time driving, it's okay. But then you see the same car over and over again. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love those situations. They're always, you know, in the moment. Sometimes you're a little bit like, you know, peeved about it. You're a little bit like, oh my gosh, dude, you're going 50. I'm trying to get home, get to work. You know, that sort of idea. But afterwards, you just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. That's the way to live life. Is you just have to laugh. An old, I think it's a quote from, I don't know, the guy that made Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, okay? A quote from one of his songs is something along the lines of, if we couldn't laugh, then we all go crazy, or something like that. That's just the truth, man. That's just the truth. So, let's see. I'm almost home, so I think I'll record a little bit of the drive on the way to work, and I will talk to you then. All right, and this is what I mean. It's like 7:37 or something like that. So aiming to get there 30 minutes early. Sometimes you're late to the 30 minutes early, but you're not going to be late the actual time you have to be there. So that is a plus. I shower. Usually I just do like a little rinse. Don't actually, you know, use soap or anything, but I hadn't showered in the last 24 hours, so I was like, okay, I gotta use soap rather. So that took longer than normal. That's what I'm saying, and that's what put me back this 5 or so minutes. But, all right. The thing about working in a job that you have a boss, okay? Which is most jobs, you have a boss. The thing about working like that is I feel like there's two camps. Sorry about that. Oh man, get some water, man. I feel like there's two camps. The camp of trash guy trying to go same way I am, and he stopped right where I was trying to turn. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, two camps. 2 camps with the boss thing. You either are successful because the boss likes you, you're a funny guy to him or her, and you're, you know, enjoyable. You're like particularly enjoyable to be around for that boss, or you're extremely good at your job. There's 2 options, and right now I'm definitely in the latter. When I'm at work, I'm hustling, you know, using what would you call it? I wouldn't call it going too fast or any word like that, but it's definitely hustling, you know. When I have a goal, I'm trying to get that goal. I'm trying to do it quickly to, you know, be the best I can in the situation that I'm in the job that I'm in. And actually, I'm like a record maker in this company right now. Even though. And so, since I'm a record maker in the company right now, the boss doesn't fire me. He doesn't like me that much. And honestly, I think it's because we just don't have similar interests. I don't talk to him very much on, like, you know, he likes card games and like Magic or, you know, things like that. And football. I'm not super into football. I mean, if someone really wants to hash it out with me, I can talk about the game, but I don't keep up on the day-to-day happenings in the football community. So yeah, I'm not super fun for him to talk to, and when I'm rushing, not rushing. See, that's what I'm saying. Hustling. I'm hustling to get the job done that I'm paid to do. And when I'm hustling, I have an attitude where I'm like, yes, thank you, I will do that. Yes, I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, I can't help you. Yes, that sort of idea. And I've been told that comes off as, hey, and I understand, I totally understand. I've been told that comes off as like I'm annoyed that they're talking to me, right? That they're doing whatever to take me away from the job that I'm focusing on. And I'm not particularly annoyed. I mean, I'm a little bit annoyed because, like, you're trying to do something and someone stops you. That's just how it is. Everybody gets annoyed like that. I'm a little close to this car. Everybody gets annoyed at that. But I'm not particularly annoyed because I know that I have some information that they need, and sometimes I don't. But I just try to get through that conversation as quick as possible, because that's how you should be at a job. You should be really trying to hustle, get things done. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I'm here, so talk to you afterwards, I guess. On the way home. I think that really what this is about, what this whole thing, this is the first video I'm making, really. What this whole thing about is I want to be a creator. I don't want to be I feel like there's 2 types of people in this world. People, and I guess people can be multiple, can be both of them at some times, right? But 2 types of people. One is a viewer, a consumer, and one is a creator. And that's what being creative is. It's creating, right? It's all the same root word. People that create and people that consume. If everybody, let's be rocking. If everyone consumes, then there's nothing left. Nothing left to be consumed eventually. And of course, if everyone creates, then there's no one to just consume. So I think I just needed a little bit more creating in my life. More creating, less consuming. And if this goes anywhere, then there you go. Maybe I'll expand this to after I do this for a while, maybe I'll expand it to some of my other hobbies or things like that. But right now it's just the gym, and that's all right. Just on the drives, thoughts that I have as I drive. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to you later.